Malaysia here in Sabah on the island of Borneo, but definitely they will be looking forward to a big performance by those two girls, Chin and Wong. Now, I was impressed at the final match in the group stage yesterday with this Korean pair of Ha and Kim. They really, Kim particularly at the net, has a very, very good eye, and she is no doubt at all going to be the secret of success. Let's see whether or not they manage to do that. I've got with me Charmaine Reid, Canadian representative, who was in the mixed doubles earlier rounds and has now very kindly agreed to support me as my commentator for this women's doubles event. Charmaine.
Yeah, actually we played them in the women's doubles, Chen and Wong, and they're really strong right now. Chen is more of the attacker, and their defense is solid. They haven't lost a match. I think they gave up one game, but I think they're favorites coming into this match against Korea. Korea also has had some good wins in their groups, and definitely with the attack with the Malaysians, I think they'll come out ahead.
That's the road to the semi-finals and this doubles encounter, and a perfect record there for Chin and Wong. They beat Christensen and Rita Yule, Navita and Polly. And who's that right there? Oh dear, 7 and 10. Come on, are you going to tell us about it? No, I don't want to, she says.
We were a little bit short on our lifts, and they attacked really well. The first 3 shots are really critical with these guys, and they did a great job. So didn't give us an opportunity to be on attack too much, and they took the match away.
To be very fair to Charmaine Reid, I mean, it was very late in the day that you were invited to come here. I mean, it was because of a few pull-outs, particularly the Chinese, obviously. But I mean, you know, to be prepared for a tournament like this, it's very, very important. You do some big training, isn't it?
Yeah. Originally, we were second on the reserve, and after Japan pulled out due to injury, we were invited, and then later on, a few other teams were invited because China pulled out. But definitely wonderful to be here.
Well, I'm delighted that you're here, that's for sure. A little bit of saving of the voice is always much appreciated. The way that they got to this position, in fact, in Group A, we had the Koreans. They ended up in second place because having lost one to Marissa and Natsia, they ended up in second, which means that they play against the top guys in Group B, Chin and Wong. The other one, Navita and Polly, lost out in the early round to Marissa and Natsia. So, in fact, we're going to get Liliana Natsia tomorrow. Will be a very busy lady. She's going to be playing in the women's doubles and the mixed doubles as well. So I'm sure that they'll probably put those matches top and bottom of our list tomorrow. I think that would be the fairest thing to do. Because Liliana's had a really, really busy program. She's already played 8 matches in 3 days, so one more in the final, although she'll be up for that, I'm sure. Right, so this women's doubles is going to be Malaysia versus Indonesia. Ha Jung-yun and Kim Min-jung. I'll see if I can differentiate for them, for you rather. In fact, it's a little bit easier today because they're wearing black names on the backs, but at the baseline there, in fact, just running and warming is Ha. With her back, your eyes are probably better than mine, and you can see the name on the back of the shirt. But the Koreans are with their backs to camera, adrift probably from right to left a little bit, with a little bit possibly from the backs of the Koreans. We will see who is going to go through the final tomorrow to play with Marissa and Natsia for the trophy. This is your specialist subject. I'm going to stay mum during this whole match.
I think it's important for the Malaysians to get the first 3 shots and get it on the attack. Nice flat. And Chen with good, she has great deception again with the drops and the smashes. Went across court to Ha, hard to get, straight to her body.
They can interchange. There's obviously a lot of movement backwards and forwards as well as sideways, but in terms of preference, of course, Chinny Wei is so strong at the back. There she is. She is absolutely dynamic with her jump smashes particularly. Pei Ti spends a lot more time at the net.
Short lifts. Korea's getting on the attack, and now Malaysia. Great attack by Chen. Just very patient. I think this game they both have great defense, so the key is also being very patient. Good righty-lefty combo by Malaysia. Goes cross court, down the middle.
I think Pang Che-Chang, the official there, will probably be pretty happy with what's going on, and not the least with the amount of support they've got. You know, one of the great things about commentating on badminton in this part of the world is watching the involvement of the public. We've now got, at last, we've got a big crowd enjoying a big moment in Malaysian sport. It's really impressive. Now, the Koreans will notice that it's silent when they serve and when they score. Watch out when Wong and Chin score. It's 2-4.
Nice push, straight down. Tried for a tight net, but Korea was able to push it right deep into the corner. Yeah, it's always great to play in Malaysia or Indonesia. Those are the two fun places to have the crowd support behind us.
The Koreans are probably one of the few teams to actually bring an official, and there's no doubt that Taekwon will be pretty pleased that his team have got to this semi-final. There's Kim right in picture there, and she's brought her team back to level at fours.
Won the gold medal at the Athens Olympic Games with Kim Dong-moon, which is now actually Kim Dong-moon is in Calgary, Canada, training a few players.
Calgary, Canada, a place quite close to your heart, I guess. Bit chilly there right now, though,
It is. You talk about plus 30 here, and I think I heard it's minus 30 there, so much warmer here.
I don't mind telling you that when I saw Charmaine and we were talking about tonight's matches, she was lied out on a sunbed next to a swimming pool next to the sea, and I tell you, it was a little bit of paradise there. So if you're listening in Canada, Charmaine Reid is having a wonderful time here in Sabah. 60 degrees difference, she says.
Yes, yeah. And of course that was after the badminton.
Well, yes, indeed. Yeah, of course. It's 6-all in the first, and the girls are putting up a really fascinating battle. We've got our VIPs in the background, and of course, the president of the BWF is a Korean, Dr. Kang. So he will be hoping, of course, that the home crowd don't get their way right here.
Good attacking, good defense, straight down the line. 3 shots and finally went on the ground.
Another little snippet of information is that they've played each other twice, and in fact that was this year. And Chin and Wong won the first battle, but Ha and Kim have won the second one. So present and recent form is with the Koreans. Great rally here, Charmaine.
Good smashing. Oh, good defense, but not that time. Went for the right hip. Couldn't get it back over. Actually, Wong set it up really nicely. She did a cross-court net to get the lift, and then Ha with the smashes.
Ha is the one that you'd expect to be at the baseline. She really has got a beautiful timing with her smash. Kim has got the service. It's 8-7 Korea.
Good cut off by Wong. It's a little bit of air, able to smash it down.
Well, they're probably at the peak of their career at the moment, Petit and Hiwi. They're 26. Hiwi is 26 years old. Petit at 27. They've been around the block. They know exactly what it takes to win at the highest level. They know what pressure they've got on. The expectations of the Malaysian crowd is really difficult. Tough. They always want winners.
Yeah, this year they've done exceptionally well. They came out winning the Danish Open Super Series and then runner-up at the French Open and the China Open as well. At semifinals a few weeks ago in Hong Kong. This is the strongest I've seen him this year, and I think you'll see more of him next year.
Little error and judgment there at the baseline by Hiwi. It's 10-8 Korea. Wasn't even close to being out.
It's great to have the support here in Malaysia.
Just describe to us the moment when you're just before delivery. I mean, it's so difficult to get that shuttle across the net with this very big racket in front of you, and of course they're prepared to attack. Sometimes the serve is not a very advantageous shot, is it?
No, not so much anymore. You really have to be focused, and you just want to skim over the net and hit the line most of the time. And you see a lot of the times when they're returning serve, they're leaning a little bit forward, and that's when you want to flick them every once in a while.
It's halfway in the first. It's 7 minutes gone. It's 11 points to 9 in favour of Korea's Jung and Kim. Kim, should I say. 11-9. And that was called good. Ooh, I don't think the Koreans enjoyed that call. Now, I've been complimenting the Sabah officials on their good calls. Not going to let me down now, are they? 10-11. That's a fantastic backhand drop. Kim plays it to perfection. 12-10. Okay, I'll go along with that one. Kim plays a brilliant net shot and then follows it up with a too tight and ambitious a line play. 11-12. Another great rally developing here. 20 shots and counting. It's in.
Well, and I think all the other shots were so short that she thought that was going long because it was just a bit longer. But the Koreans' defense, even when they're lifting short, they're doing so well. Just a little bit harder, and Chen thought it was going to go out.
Keeping this 2-point advantage. 3 points now.
Kim was really quick at the net. Chen plays a nice tight one and she was there just to tap it over. Ha, the senior player here, giving advice.
just, I mean, the extraordinary thing is, she is only 21 years old herself. Amazing. From Busan, of course, the host nation and the host city of the Asian Games back in 2002, if I'm not mistaken. Going on here.
A few quick points there that the Koreans were just able to take advantage of, and now the Malaysians have to just shake that off and get back into the game. The easy lift there, just to get it started.
Well, an error at the net brings a little relief. Kim makes the error on the backhand, but there's a long uphill battle here for Wong and Chin. It'll be like climbing Mount Kinabalu to get back into this one.
That's right. And that's left.
They've taken the first 100 meters up that mountain. Do you know how tall it is?
No idea.
Over 4,400, I think, meters.
That's a good climb.
Well, I mean,
You
good
did that
climb,
this
it's
morning?
huge. I do it twice a day. It's a big climb, and when you get to the top, I have done it, and when you get to the top, I tell you, you cannot breathe. It's really tough. 10 meters, stop. I mean, now I do it 10 meters, stop on the ground, but I mean, at sea level, but yeah, it's a great mountain to climb, I tell you.
Good attack.
This is looking a little better at 14-18. The crowd's certainly trying to encourage all those fantastic Yonex clappers. Who have we got to blame for bringing blown-up clappers into the world? Was that the Americans in basketballing, wasn't it?
Just out.
Ooh, unlucky there. 1914. It was the start of a world war. I'm talking about the date now, not the score. What have we got ahead of us with Malaysia and Korea? I tell you, it might not be a war, but there is definitely some big ambition by the Koreans. They are doing really well here. 6 game points. Ha and Kim are blowing away the number 1 in the world, and they have just done it in the first game. It's 21-14. Ha Jung-yun and Kim Min-jung have taken control of this match. They have controlled the net, they've controlled the baseline, and at the moment they are really upsetting the local crowd. One love to the Koreans. Big moments here for Malaysia supporters and their players on the court. They have a rearguard action. First point to Malaysia on an error. Right, what have they got to do? You're a double specialist.
I think the Malaysians have to be a little bit more patient. The Koreans have fantastic defense, and they just have to keep plugging away, get on attack. Lucky one there, but yeah, definitely get the first 3 shots hitting down and get on attack, and not to worry. It might take 20 shots to win the point, but I think they're making the mistakes too early in the match.
So patience is the remedy. Well, some errors on the play by Korea at the moment gives Malaysia a 3-love lead, and there Hatai will not be too impressed with the opening, although that's a really good fight back there. You know, he claps every point that Korean wins. You watch out. He does. Every point that they win, he claps.
Nice defense, cross court.
Just wide. It's 2-3. You think this is intimidating? When you go to Korea, how intimidating is that? It's a little bit like an amphitheater or a circus tent, isn't it? That's the place they play in, below the Schiller Hotel in downtown Seoul. It's very intimidating. It's a round, spectacular stadium to play in. Lots of noise everywhere. There's a bit of noise here in Sabah. It's 4-3, that's why.
Nice push. That's how they're winning a lot of the Koreans. They're driving in between the two or back in the deep corners, and they're having a difficulty scrambling to get it out. Here's another one. Just too hard for Chen to reach.
Kim comes to the net for her service at 4-all.
Shot down the middle. I think that's where they have to look down the middle, trying to get the shorter lifts and then take advantage of it. Wong has a great serve, and a lot of the time, especially when we were playing with her, it was hard to return. Very short on defense. Not that time. You can see they're getting shorter and shorter lifts, and when they do that, the Koreans take advantage.
You said patience was the key, but they had nowhere to go there. They were in a corner. No chance to actually get the clear deep enough to give them a chance. It's 5-all in the second. That's good attack again. Peichi, she knows the game so well. She understands that service. If it's only a millimetre of perfection, which she'll attack it. A good stab there. A little bit like a fencer coming forward with the kill.
Absolutely. She's quick at coming into the net and playing a little bit more mixed and more aggressive at the front of the court.
You noticed Chinny Wei, she was having second thoughts about that. It was a good leave though, good decision. (7-5) Now this is a little gap. It will be very nice for Malaysia if they could confirm this position, pick up a couple of deep points right here. And they miss one. Chinny Wei was too ambitious with that.
Yeah, the cross-court drop, which actually works really well, was a little bit too tight. But you watch Kim when she's on defense, she's stepping into defending, and it really puts pressure on the Malaysians.
It's a strategy that's been garnered from many, many years of experience. They know exactly how to win big tournaments, the Koreans, and particularly in the doubles.
Yeah, the doubles, you have all the great doubles players. Kim Dong-moon, and now Lee Young-dae. They're fantastic.
And so young. We were talking, Lee Young-dae, what is he, 18?
I believe so, yeah, close to 20, maybe 20 now. You have Joe Bum Park now, he's in Japan, but they've always had amazing doubles players. Good push deep into the corner. They've got Chen there quite a bit into her forehand. They're pushing really deep and she just can't seem to get it. Really good on attack, righty-lefty combination, rotating well, and just lifted out the back.
And a little smile there. The gentleman on the right of screen that we saw in that cutaway is Dr. Kang, president of the BWF. And he'll be pretty pleased with what he's seeing, except at the moment the Malaysians are now going to the interval in the second at 11-7, an advantage, although Korea have the lead in the game, 21-14. Do you know, I owe you an apology. Don't look so surprised. I owe you an apology because I actually said, you know, Young-dae, what is he, 18? And you said, nah, he's 20. And I thought, no, I don't think so. Do you know what? You're absolutely right. I've just looked at, he is on September the 11th, 1988, in Hwasun, Jeollanam-do. He was born, so he is exactly 20. Well done. So he came on the scene so young, I'd forgotten. You see, that's what happens when you get senile like me. We lose track of time. But the whole point we're saying about the Koreans is that they have an extraordinary stable of real talent that really gets reeled out time and time again on the tournament circuit. There's two talented players out here in the women's doubles, Ha Jung-yeon and Kim Min-jung. But at the moment, it is the Malaysians in the second game that are leading by 11 points to 7. Was it good? No, it was all right. Do you know, there will come a time, I'm sure, when Mr. Hawkeye will be represented here in the badminton tournaments. I mean, obviously the technology is there. It's quite an expensive operation, but it really would save quite a lot of heart attacks, I think.
I think so, yeah. Usually you get one, you take one, and back and forth. I mean, humans make errors, but sometimes they're at the wrong time, and it can cost the match.
It costs the match, it costs reputations, and it's really, really very distressing. Clear cut, outs like that, no problem at all, and they brought big celebrations in the crowd, the Malaysian flag raised proudly, and I'm afraid Miss Ha got into all kinds of pickle there. It's 13-7. This is looking much better for Wong Pei-ti and Chin Hei-wei.
Good attack by Kim. She was coming in. She really comes in really quickly. Nice drive, push, and then there for the net kill.
The thing I noticed there is that Chin Hei-wei got into front position at the net, and she's not used to that. She had to act really, really quickly. Wasn't up to it. More dominant attack there.
Exactly. They had Chen reaching in the mid-court drive, where they're trying to do a little bit more of the mix shots and the flat pushes it back into the back corners.
9-13, a big, well, I was just about to say a big and brave fight back here. Immediately, I hesitate to open my mouth. It's 14-9. The Korean flag is also up in the stadium.
And then a good another push mid-court. having Chen trying to reach, and another easy point by Korea. I think it's time to flick Ha next time.
Oh, here you go. Prediction. Charmaine Reed loses another bet.
No, on service return. They'll flicker on service return. That time Wong went for it. Chen's missed a few of them, so I think Wong this time thought, oh, she better go. Reaching behind her, and actually that's probably Chen's shot.
It's still tight. It's 3 points in it. It's 11-14. It's a really entertaining battle. Jung with the service.
Nice attack. Wong attacks cross court quite well, setting up a righty-lefty. You see that more with the right-left combination, and then it comes back straight right onto the forehand of a left person. Down the middle. Nice push.
It was a good push, but again, it was Jenny Wee who was really caught wanting there. Look, she's in no man's land there. It wasn't a great shot. Just gave her opponent far too much space to play the shot. It's 12-15. Well, that was the first loose one that I've seen Kim and Jung play. Celebrations in the crowd, of course, at 16-12. Success breeds success, doesn't it? The Koreans doubles have always got the reputation, so when they're in training programs, they're obviously going to get stronger and stronger. Who do these guys train with? I mean, you know, there must be some of the top boys as well, I guess.
Oh, absolutely. Korean, I mean, they have Lee and Lee, the silver medalists at the Olympic Games. I know the Malaysians, they have a lot of other women's doubles, but I know they get the men smashing at them. Makes a big difference.
And who do you get smashing at you?
Whoever we can find. Yeah, unfortunately, there's not a lot of women's doubles in Canada, so we'll get some of the guys out, or I train over in Europe quite a bit as well, or on tour in Asia.
So you are working in a vacuum. You're trying to battle against all these top guys who are well prepared, well schooled, well trained. It's a tough old game, and there's a player who's been hanging in there at the top level for such a long time. You are to be admired, Charmaine Reed. You're allowed to take a curtsy now.
It's a great sport.
It's 13-16, and the Koreans are not done yet in this second game.
Great attack, good turnaround. The Koreans were on attack, and then Malaysia counter-attacked and able to take the point.
17-13. You can see on our great replays and the slow-mos, there is a fabulous atmosphere here and a fairly full VIP enclosure there. In fact, right next to us in our commentary position, we've got a strange commentary position. We are adjacent, in fact sideways on, although we've got that head camera there. We're actually onto to the left of that. If I look out live and I see the crowd going wild, it's not what you see quite on the screen. It's a little bit strange for the brain to take in. It's 18-14, Malaysia will force a third. Much better defense, turned it into attack. Haiti puts the pressure on, and it's netted for 19-14.
Seems like they're trying to play a little bit more to Ha now, putting the pressure on and just returning it to the net. Malaysia having control on attack and then just out the back.
(15-19). Once more. Jung is so strong. She spotted that way back. Quick reflexes there. 16-19.
Nice mid-court shot. They're really taking advantage. The Koreans are really good at trying to get the lift off the mid-court or just get them confused.
Just 2 points the difference now in the second.
Nice push.
Well, that's a huge relief to the crowd. And Pei Chi finds a really good position. It was a great placement, wonderful anticipation. Pushes it into the corner for a 20-17 and game point. Ooh, it crept over, I think.
Yeah, it did. Saved the game. Kim is so good at coming into the net that it's very dangerous momentum, and the shot just goes over.
Could have gone either way. It went to Korea's favour, but there's still 2 game points against them. It was Chinny Wei who was found wanting at the end, because that's now 19-20. Still game point. Neither team wanting really to make the error, but the pressure ultimately after a couple of, it was very, very clever that by Ha. She played it very, very flat on the net, didn't she?
Very good mid-court. Yeah, that really Malaysians are having a hard time with their mid-court shots.
Still game point, Malaysia. Chance here. It's there at last. The crowd here in Sabah celebrates. 21-19 in the second. It's all square. And Wong and Chin, the #1 seeds, have finally fulfilled their promise and the expectation of the crowd. It's all really entertaining stuff. I'm enjoying it here. I've got the lovely Charmaine Reid with me, who is a doubles exponent and obviously loves this game. We all do. It's 21-14, 19-21. Well, this is the rubber game. It's going to be really, really tight and tough. There's no doubt at all. The pressure will be on the Malaysians. Chinny Wei nets the first one. But again, it is the expectation of the crowd. It's not just the fact that you desperately want to win, but you're up against a team that are very, very efficient and proficient in their strategy and tactics. They've got great talent, great fitness, and you're battling more than just the opposition. The media and the expectation really high, and you know it could be the biggest pay packet of your career.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of pressure on them with the money and with the media and everything else around. They just have to be patient, and I think they need to step the back person up for the midcourt, lose that hole in between the two, and get more aggressive.
Now, are you listening, Wong and Chen? Your Canadian coach has spoken. Yeah, they might be listening. That was good. Oh, yeah. That was such an extraordinary change of shape on the racket. What a deceitful play that was.
Thought it was going to come down the middle and straight down the line. She didn't even go for it.
That was tremendous play. That was like telling me a lie, wasn't it? It was so deceitful. It's 3-all. Let's hope it goes all the way to the wire in this way.
A little bit too tight at the net. Saw Kim running in.
You don't want to make unforced errors at this stage. It's so hard to pick up points. Just long. The singles court, of course, is thin and long. The doubles court for the serve, short and fat. It's 5-4 Korea. BT is so good at the net normally, you don't expect her to make those kind of errors. She snatched at that, and it just shows that the pressure is on her. 6-4 Korea.
I think Korea, when they go into nice rush by Wong. When they go into the flat game, the midcourt push, Korea's better. So I think the Malaysians need to get away from that, get back on the attack, play the net, and get the lift. As soon as they're doing the drives, I think Korea is definitely stronger in that. Nice flick. Wong had her moving forward that time, and then a little flick over her head.
Oh, a little luck. Lady Luck smiling on the girls from Korea. It's 7-6 at the moment, and the interesting thing here is I've just been looking at the world rankings, and Ha and Kim are actually at 9 in the world rankings. They're Super Series rankings. Let me just think, much lower than that. In fact, I can't even see them in the top 25, can I? No, they're way out. So they have been a sort of late invitee as well. They haven't played many Super Series events. So I'm not
I think
sure.
they would be probably in about the top 12, because we ended up 14.
Just looking down through my list here, and I cannot see Korea in the top 25, madam. Yes, I can. I've missed it. Number 6. Wow, that's a relief. My eyes deceived. It's 8-7, Malaysia. Now we've sorted that little bit out. The Koreans are up there.
They were seeded coming forward into this event, so
Right.
they are a tough team, and they've had some good wins in the last little while.
It's 8-all. Lucky for some in this part of the world.
They like that mistake.
Lucky for Malaysia then.
That's right. Korea asked for a change of shuttle, but they said play on. A little bit higher than the rest of the smashes, coming up a bit high, and Chen got caught on defense.
What's going on now? There's a little bit of a mop down, is it? The
change of sky.
Yeah, okay,
It's
it's 11-9, yeah. So, guys, I just looked up and saw it was 10-9. What I was distracted with just a little bit there was the fact that I was looking down through the previous semi-finals earlier today. And, of course, the Indonesians played each other, which meant that they go through. Marissa and Liliana Natsir will be playing against the winners of this one. So Indonesia against either of these couples is going to be an absolute sizzler, isn't it?
Yes, Indonesia is so talented. I think they have a better skill with their racket, a lot of deception, and these guys are very good at attacking and defense as well. So definitely the finals will be very interesting.
We're back at live play, and it is 11-9 to Korea. It's 12-9 after a very, very interesting exchange. Lots of variation in the rally, but I tell you what, Chinny Wee has not been as dominant a force as I'd seen in the past or as expected. She's made a lot of unforced errors, I think. She's got to get her act back together. That's better. That's how she does
she was
it.
listening to you.
She was.
Good attack.
No one ever does, normally. I've heard that most people actually turn the sound off when they're watching badminton when I'm commentating.
I don't believe that.
It's 10-12. Oh, it's PT, come on. That's a crucial moment to do a thing like that. It was nowhere near good enough. It's 13-10. Chin is listening again. Keep that power game thing going. Down the middle is good stuff. It's 11-13. So quick to get the racket head over in great timing.
She was there. That was a bit lucky.
3 in a row for 12-13.
Ha with a great push midcourt, and then put her racket up and just missed the return.
Well, that was a shame after setting it up so well. It was a good service, a surprise serve, went deep. And they were in good positions throughout that rally, and then just messed up too high there at the net. Easy kill. 14-12. Good to watch when it's played like this, but Pei misses the backhand at the net. It's 15-12. Or was that Chin? Sorry, it was Chin. When you get into the teens and a 3-point lead, you have to feel good about it.
That does give you a little bit of breathing room. Oh, good attack, good setup. Hitting at Kim, short lift, and Chen to receive it.
Well, it's a little bit of a Korean affair at this juncture of our coverage. We've got Ha and Kim battling it out here with a lead of 2 in the third. Following this, of course, we've got the Korean pair of Jung, Jae-sung and Lee Young-dae. They will be against Kido and Setiawan of Indonesia. I hope you're going to hang around for that. And then to finish off this festival of great badminton, we've got Lee Chong-wei against Taufik Hidayat. Does it come any better than that?
Down the middle to win the point.
Wei did a really good job there. She certainly didn't let herself down, and over the last few points her confidence has been building. She's back into her usual aggressive, very, very quick hitting, powerful play, and it's made the difference. They've come back to within 1 point now, and it really will go all the way to the wire, no doubt at all. And the Sabah president, badminton president, will be really, really appreciating what's going on at the moment. That's YB Senator Datuk Maijol Mahap we saw there in that cutaway. Great defense, but there's big power play here from the Koreans. What a great out-of-jail play. Come on, finish it off now. They have.
Fantastic rally, nice and patient. Good attack. Turned it around. Malaysia got the top of it.
3 points in a row. The Koreans were at 15-12. They've now lost those 3. It's 15 all, coming down the final straight. 25 meters to go in this race. Who's in the lead? Who's going to dip at the tape? It's 15 all. She wants a change of shuttle, does Kim Min-young. She's going to get it. The poor little 16 feather thing is going to be really smashed around the place at the moment. Who'd be a shuttlecock, huh? It's long. It's 16-15 Malaysia. The concentration, when it really counted, needed to be with the Koreans. The Malaysians are stealing the impetus.
There's a nice drop.
That was a crucial call, and again it was our angle up here. We couldn't quite see that, but it's brave leaving here. Look at this, that's got to be brave. Pei Ti, you're a beauty. Good stuff. 17-15. Look at the crowd on their feet. They are loving this. They can hear this at the top of Kinabalu, I'm sure. Absolutely brilliant stuff. Great reading of it. And I tell you, Ha and Kim have fallen apart with their confidence. 18-15. And again it's long. Wow, wow, and wow again. 19-15, can you believe it? Such a crucial moment in the match. 7 points in a row. Malaysia celebrate. I don't know about shouting and hearing it on Kinabalu. They'll certainly be yodeling around there tonight. The mountains of Sabah. Oh, at last.
You see a big change with Malaysia from the beginning. That they look like they have more confidence in trying to attack more. Wong with the lift and just out the back.
Did you see the coach there encouraging? I'm not so sure he's encouraging. I think he was shouting abuse at his girls there. If Malaysia get one more point, you just listen to the crescendo noise. They have. We'll let the crowd do the talking.
Kim stepped into that defense and a little bit too hard, pushed it out the back. She's very good at driving, stepping in, but that was a little bit too hard.
Great point. It's match point. It's 2017. They were 15-12 down. They're now on the verge of a really big payday. It's 21-17. And Wong and Chin Wei have come back to the absolute delight of this crowd here, and I'm sure throughout the whole of Malaysia. It was a brilliant fight back against a very talented Korean team. Great stuff. There is a smile on the face of Dr. Kang from Korea, but I tell you what, inside he'll be really hurting, because that was a match that ultimately Ha and Kim should have won given their position at 15-12. There is the score, 21-14, 19-21, 17-21. It will be Wong and Chin in the final tomorrow, matched up against Indonesia.